Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I'm going to be running a 1 Solana to 1000 Solana challenge. I want to go over a couple things before I get started, especially why I'm doing this challenge. I think the biggest reason is that I haven't been able to find anyone in this space that's taking a small portfolio like 1 Solana and actually treating it like a portfolio. Most everyone tends to ape in with half to all of their portfolio within their first trade, and at 1 Solana, that can be a big bet size for a lot of people. For some of these large traders, obviously they can reload the portfolio, start a new wallet, and it's really hardly a dent to them in the long run. But for a lot of people wanting to get into the space, $125 is the current price of Solana. That can be a lot of money. So I want to take a small portfolio, try and scale it, and show everyone what's possible. I don't have any massive P&Ls, or at least profits, that is. I might have a few large L's that I'm not proud of. So I really want to do this challenge just to hold myself accountable and document the whole process. I'm going to set a couple of rules for the whole challenge. The biggest one being a stop loss. To start with only having 1 Solana, I do want to have a relatively large stop loss, I would say 7%. Basically, when I cross that threshold, trading's done for the day. I'll mark it in here as a loss. And then my daily goal would be 2%. The reason I've gone with these numbers is 7% obviously will fluctuate up and down as the scale or portfolio scales. Same with the 2%. And if I can hit exclusively profitable days, which is obviously not really realistic, it would take me 350 days to complete the challenge. So every loss would account for an extra 3.5 days that I would have to make up for. But I think that's totally possible, especially in a very volatile space like meme coins. 2% is attainable and very possible to overshoot. So the goal is 2% a day with a stop loss of 7% and just grinding it up slowly but surely. Obviously, this is a new wallet. I can show you now. No trades taken on it yet. No wins, no losses, 0% win rate. Not because I'm a bad trader, I just haven't traded yet. But yeah, it's going to take a lot of patience to find good trades. Obviously, I can't just click record and ape into a trade right away. So sometimes I might sit here staring at my screen doing nothing. So fair amount of cuts. I will pause the recording now and then jump back in when I find a coin worth trading. Figure while I'm browsing, kind of looking for a new pair to jump into, I could go over my filters really quick. This is how I plan on scanning through all the noise in the trenches. To start, I believe I found these filters primarily through James Wang and Alex Choi. Those two guys have pretty massive P&Ls, no numbers I can even compare myself to. But for new coins, I have a minimum market cap of 7K. And then for audit, I want to max top 10 holders holding 25% and the dev holding 5%. That's going to be pretty common through all three sections. For soon, coins that are about to migrate, I have an $8,000 market cap minimum and 12,000 minimum volume, as well as maximum age of 100 minutes, 25% for the top 10 holders and 5% for the dev. And then for bonded, it's going to be a $20,000 market cap, $25,000 volume, and then again, 25% for the top 10 holders and 5% for the dev. I think this gets rid of a ton of the noise that's just honestly garbage. There are a lot of those showing up every minute, every day. This is a very hectic space. So to tune a lot of that noise out, I think I can develop a little bit of an edge, find better coins that are worth actually aping into. But for now, just going to kind of browse and see what's worth my money.
I've been scanning for like 30 minutes and I was looking at getting into this coin around here. Obviously missed a bit of a runner, but this is just disgusting, man. Look at the bubble maps on this thing. And this is pretty much all I've been seeing. So I'm a big poker player, and what defines a good poker player isn't necessarily really good bets or anything like that. It's good folds. And sometimes in this space, no trade is a good fold. So hoping today isn't one of those days that I just don't get to trade into anything, but we'll keep hunting, see if we can find something worthwhile. Found a pretty all right looking coin. It's really just on a tweet, which I don't love. I've always preferred to trade something with the community. But it looks like it's running a little bit, coming back down, maybe a decent entry. I don't really like trading a ton if I don't have a ton of confidence in it. And this one I really don't. I don't want to force trades, especially just barely getting this whole thing started. There's just not a lot of volume right now. Not a ton of coins migrating either. All right. I think I'm going to jump into this bouncing DVD coin. Literally just the DVD logo bouncing around. Where'd the live go? Yeah, literally just DVD video logo bouncing around. Everyone's excited for it to hit the corner, as everyone always is. Kind of had a hard dip, ran back up. Looks like Dex finally got paid. Let's go ahead and ape in. Now we let it cook. Bought in for 0.05 SOL, so technically I still have a little bit of space with the stop loss. If this trade does go south, I could always sell and take another trade, try and win it back. But for now, we wait and watch the DVD. Classic. Oh, no. So exciting. All right, well, I'm going to fast forward this, let the chart run, see if we can get a decent exit. So first trade is a loss, of course, bounces right back into a green candle right after I get out. Hate to see it. But we're still sitting okay. Still haven't hit the stop loss yet. See if we can find something else to jump into. Took another trade. It's another 4chan cult page. There's a lot of 4chan running through the trenches right now. Seems to be pretty meta. So giving this one a shot. Again, just going to go ahead and fast forward the chart until I decide to sell. Oh, and I bought into this one for 0.03 SOL. Well, that's gross. Always buying rugs, I guess. What's the balance at? Looks like we have room for a 0.1 buy. There's green candles running. Let's just send it. If we hit the stop loss, we hit the stop loss. If not, this could run. You never know. Well, I think we diamond hand this for a little bit. Wait for a little bit more of that, but quickly I'm going to go kind of recap everything I've traded for the day while we see if this can recover at all. I think one thing that really hurt is I bought bigger into smaller, which, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of chasing losses, but had I done this the other way around, you know, it's a little more recoverable to lose $1 on the first one and then $3 on the second if the bet size is getting larger, whereas decreasing the bet size, kind of just slowly running the bankroll into the stop loss. I mean, again, 7% is manageable, something I can recover from in future days, but obviously not ideal to start the challenge off with a losing day. This doesn't seem like it's going to recover, but at this point I only bought in for 0.01 SOL. Might as well just diamond hand. I mean, we're back in the green, but I want it to go a little higher so it's at least not a loss on fees. That's the thing with such a small bet size. Kind of don't really have any room to sell here. It has to shoot pretty high for us to even just meet the fees. Maybe that'll be something I don't do going forward, is 0.01 SOL buys. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and edit that out of the quick buy. I think below 0.2 is kind of worthless. And here we are back in the green. Again, the the ROI on a zero point zero 0.01 sold trade is just so small. But I do want to get at least a green trade in for the day, so I think I'm going to take profits on the next green candle. Maybe we let this run for just a second. All right, then we're out. Only it gave me that wicked exit up top. That's all right. It's at least a winning trade. Probably still lost on fees overall. I do have room for one more trade technically at 0.01, but I think we're just going to log this in the chart. Go ahead and copy this. %6 loss on the day. I don't know why that's going black. That looks a little better. And then I want to keep the, I don't know, chart a little bit cleaner. I'm going to leave it at 5 decimal points. Just don't want it to be a long string of numbers, especially when we're talking about fractions of a penny down at this point. Oh man. It's running back up even more. But let's go check the P&L really quickly, and then we'll wrap up the video. So for the day, we took 3 trades. The first 2 were a loss of about $2.50, and then a gain of about 50. With fees, this pretty much doesn't exist, but not ideal start to the challenge. But we'll be back tomorrow with more trades. I think overall I'll probably plan on posting videos maybe twice a week, once or twice a week. There we go. Got a win in there. Average loss of 150. Not terrible, not ideal. I think we'll probably flip it around where we start with instead of 0.05 buy, we'll probably start with a 0.02 and maybe work the way up a little bit as we close out. If we start with a loser, I mean, ideally we would just hit one winner, cash in 2%, and then call it a day. But thanks for watching. See you guys next time.